What's up, y'all? I'm gonna make this quick video here. I'm listening to Keep It 100 or Keep It 100, his stream that he made about Soft Girl Life era and stuff like that. And what I'm realizing, and I gotta go into this meeting here in a second, what I'm really realizing is a lot of these women, they just don't want to be adults anymore. Like, you know, you hear about it in terms of like people, you know, commenting and joking and like, oh, adulting is so hard and all this other shit. And it's just like, okay, like, you know, you joke about it, right? Like, you don't really think that though, right? Like, cause you got money, you're able to do one or two things, but yes, you're going to have to work and there's a way out of it, but you're going to have to work extremely hard to get to that point sooner than later, right? Like instead of retiring in 30 years or something like that. And you're going to have to take some type of risk. But when you listen to him more and more, and I'm listening to, like, I'm like 49 minutes in because I play this stuff at 2x, and I'm listening to him more and more, and I'm like, this motherfucker doesn't want to work. It's akin to like my nephew, right? And I always bring him up, but I bring up even this thing, and I told him, man, I was like, yo, listen, you know, he was talking about working, and my mom wanted to get him like a little job, and then my sister wanted him to get a little job. Well, she wasn't too much on it, but my mom was like, yeah, you know, maybe you can go work at Publix or something like that as a bag boy. And because he wanted it as well. And she was like being supportive of it. And I was like, bro, just chill. You don't have to worry. You don't have to want much. Yeah, you're not getting everything that you want. But when you start working and you get that first bill, it don't stop. Like that cell phone bill will never just be paid off like a house. Even a house doesn't get quote unquote just paid off. Like you still got to pay for taxes and upkeep and maintenance. Like you're going to have to pay for all these different things because we in this society can't do everything. And the things that we have are a little bit more complicated. Damn, this meeting already started. Anyways, so when you start to like look at that and start to deal with that, guy, I told my nephew, I said, listen, don't rush to start working. Because you can't go back to, and again, I remember this vividly in my head, or maybe, I don't think I said it like this, but, or said it at that very moment, but I always remembered, you know, walking in, and my nephew would be playing freaking 2K, and it was a good sight. I thought it was funny, and I'd fall asleep watching him play 2K and shit, and just let him, like, you know, let him relax and enjoy. Like, yo, my room, my TV, my PS4 was not mine on the weekends, man. Like Friday until like, you know, Sunday, you know, midday or like, you know, afternoon or evening. Yo, that was not my shit. That was all his, you know, unless he had to do something or whatever. But that was his. That was not mine any longer. And that's like, Armani, you won't get this. You won't always get this. You won't get this back. These days where you have this right now, this escape, this ability to go into these areas or into this like world, so to speak, and do kind of whatever you want, you won't have that moving forward. Like, you know, if you start to, you know, get a job and all this other shit. So, you know, take it, what's it called? Not take it for granted, but appreciate it. Right? Not appreciate me for providing it or your mom or your grandmother or anybody else in your family, my dad, my brother, you know, or for providing it. Appreciate it because once you step out of this, there really is no quote unquote coming back to it. And what you're seeing with this whole soft girl era shit is they're trying to get back to this and they're mad because they can't.